So a lot of people have been wondering if warding is going to pass a poll in old school RuneScape, and I just decided to do a little poll on the community tab in my channel. Obviously my viewers might vote differently than the general old school population, but it'll give us an idea of how they're going to vote. So what will you vote on the warding skill? 43% of people said yes, and 57% of people said no. And there's actually a decent amount of votes. In just over a day, we have almost 800 votes, so it gives you an idea that most people do not like warding. My personal belief is I really don't like warding. I've tried to really keep an open mind from the moment they announced it and the new blog and all that. I've read it, I've tried to think maybe, oh, that would be interesting, but honestly, it just does not feel old school or fun to train for me, from what I can tell, but maybe I'm wrong on this. I'll continue to have an open mind, but let me know what you think in the comments. Should warding be added, and if so, should anything be changed to make it a better skill? Hello everyone, my name is AndrewAJT, and today we're going to try something that is pretty stupid, and it's probably going to get me killed in game. I'm going to try to solo the Saradomin boss, Commander Zilyana, with my left hand. So you guys might be thinking, what the hell do you mean by this? Well, some of you guys may know that I'm somewhat ambidextrous as a person. Because I have wrist pain in my right wrist pretty frequently, I can use the mouse with either hand. I actually have a left-handed mouse for that purpose, and I'm actually pretty good at doing things left-handed. I do a lot of things in game left-handed. I edit most of my videos left-handed, but there's some things that are really just off limits, like I won't PK left-handed because one disadvantage I have is that not only is my mouse movement not as precise, I also don't typically have hotkeys when I'm playing left-handed. The only one I do have is a button on my mouse that opens the prayer book. Otherwise, I do have to click the actual things here. The other disadvantage, obviously, is because I'm a naturally right-handed person, I can't click on things as quickly. So for example, let's say I'm playing with my right hand and I want to turn on quick prayers, I would just zoom the mouse over and turn them on. But what I have to do with my left hand, and this is really how I learned to use the mouse with the left hand, I basically move the mouse fast at first, and then once I get to where I want to click, I slow it down so it looks something like this. Although actually that was pretty good, but it'll typically look something like this, and then I slow down and I click it. So you can tell the movement is going to be a little bit off, and this is going to be a very difficult thing to do. So I'm first going to use the twisted bow, and if that goes well, I'll switch over to the Rune Crossbow, which is very difficult. The Rune Crossbow has a very short range in game, like it doesn't shoot from very far away. Even the Armadillo Crossbow shoots a little bit farther away, so there is very, very little margin for error, and there's a very high chance that I'm going to die. So here's the gear I'm going to use. So I'm actually doing something that's unusual for me. I'm maximizing offensive gear because I figure in a situation like this, I have to make sure every hit counts. So very high range bonus. The twisted bow is quite an inaccurate weapon, contrary to popular belief, so I really want every hit to actually count. And for the Rune Crossbow, I have to bring a lot of bolts for this to work to bring both setups, so I actually don't have a lot of inventory space here, so there's not going to be a lot of brews to waste. Being able to get rid of the snowfall here that drains your stats and your run energy is probably one of my favorite updates from this year. There's a pretty big misconception that Saradomin kill count is extremely slow and you basically need to get ecumenical keys. It really is not. If you just kind of blowpipe these spiritual mages, if you have the Slayer level, and then maybe some of the priests, warriors, and rangers, you can get kill count pretty quickly. For Sara, it doesn't go by extremely quickly, but you can also get some dragon boots and clues along the way, and if you don't mind spending an extra 5 minutes, I think it's actually faster than getting ecumenical keys. And there's my clue scroll, thank you very much. Alright, we have kill count. I'm switching to my headset mic just so I have more freedom of movement here. I'm going to turn on the quick prayers, that looks good. I'll pot up here. Have barely any supplies to do this with. I'm honestly a little nervous for this because I think this video might just be an epic failure, like this might be horrible and I might just die right away. But I'll try my best. Let's see, this is a bad actually spot to... actually that might be okay, Can I get a hit here? Can't use that ammo, whoops. Okay, just have to take it around town. Okay, good hit there. Stop short. Wow, twisted bow's much better when you're using all this accuracy shit. Come on. And you can see here I don't have hotkeys, so just gotta take it all the way around. There we go. See, anything's possible. This is one thing I hate about Sara. The unicorn is always right up in Sara. I wish they would do something about that, but I know some people use that for chinning. And wow, this is actually much easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be very difficult, but I don't want to speak too soon. Already I'm forgetting to use my stamina potion here. You can tell this mouse is very clicky as well, if that's a word. It makes much louder clicking noises than my right-handed mouse, and it's a little bit more firmer clicks. There I was actually lucky, so Saradomin used her spec, which means I got too close, and it actually could have hit me there. She's pretty low HP here. Would really like this hit. See, that was a misclick. Okay. Now, I don't even remember which ones are you supposed to kill first. I think Growler, actually. Okay, good prayer potion. I know you're supposed to take off the armor for this, but it's just too hard to do right now. Alright, that was not too bad. Maybe next kill I will try to use the Rune Crossbow. One problem with Sara solo is it's pretty hard to actually kill all these minions quick enough. I remember back in the day trying to do it with the Rune Crossbow. It's like almost impossible. Now it's obviously a little bit easier. So take that. Okay, perfect. The Summer Pie. That gives run energy as well. And let me... We got so much prayer that I don't have to really worry about prayer anymore. But alright, let's try it. I'm going to use Ruby Bolts to start. I know people say Ruby Bolts suck, but I think they're actually good because they hit the max hit every time, whereas the Diamond Bolt, it can hit like a 50 or something, but it doesn't always. Okay. To get right on the move here. So I don't even have the not muscle memory, but like mental memory of how far the Rune Crossbow shoots from, because the last like 5 years I've used the Armored Crossbow or Twisted Bow, so I don't even know how far I can really go. But this seems to be working. There's the beta area, which I showed in my Oculus video. Okay, one more hit here. I should be using Diamond, but see, that's like a thing with playing left-handed here. I can't necessarily switch off right away to... Okay, you have to go here. Come on. See, I have to just sacrifice a hit here. I can't necessarily, like, be perfect with everything. Like, obviously I wanted to switch to the bolts a little bit earlier, and there, I forgot about that as well. But I think I'm not really used to using the mouse this quickly, left-handed, so I'm actually pretty impressed with myself right now. This is not an epic failure. Okay, keep on moving. Just keep on trucking. Okay, this is... Gotta get going here. I'm doing a decent job of moving right after I'm hitting. Like, you don't want to be... Yeah, see, this is really sloppy, but, like, it's misclick there. I don't know what happened there. Sometimes if you click over here, yeah, you're usually not going to get any movement. That is a decent hit. Okay. This is definitely way harder. There we go. See, that time, like, sometimes I have problem with vertical movement. Like, if I have to switch between, like, right-clicking there, Starlight, Commander Zilyana, it's hard to make sure I'm pressing the right one. Prayer is really low here as well. Is that going to be it? Yes, thankfully. Okay. I'll pray range. Ooh, nice Renar Seed. Wow, I didn't know my kill count was that high for Zilyana. I thought it was a little bit lower. One thing that's good to do in between kills is to walk, so you just conserve your run energy, unless you're actually concerned that you need to, like, go do something in time. But we're in good shape here. Let me grab the bones. We got 10 seconds, so take these, heal up a little bit here. See, she actually doesn't see me right now. Isn't that funny how that happens sometimes? Sometimes I'll misclick like that, and I'll just drink some potion that I didn't mean to drink or something, and I'm actually not potted right now. Was I not potted that whole kill? Oh, I'm still using blowpipe. See, this is like a mess of a situation. Like, let me get out of here. Okay. I have to just take things one step at a time here. Use the potion. No hotkeys is a big problem for this. Even though I'm much less reliant on hotkeys than some people. Even like my day-to-day playing, I usually don't use too many hotkeys. It's mainly when I PK. Forgot to click the LE. Just feels like I'm a little bit like limited right now. I can't necessarily do things as quickly as I want to, but it's working out quite well still. Okay, come on. Need some specs here. I do have the diary, the Kandarin diary for extra specs. Is that gonna do it? Yes, thank you. Awesome. Okay, it's not too bad. One funny thing about Sara is a lot of the drops are like metal armor, and this is actually almost a troll because you don't want to pick these up. They're very heavy, and if you run around with them, your run energy is going to be depleted very quickly, so you need to bring alks. One of the really troll drops is a Addy plate, which is very common, and that's actually one of the heaviest plate bodies in Old School. Adamant armor is very, very heavy, and it'll actually weigh you down a lot here. So this kill, I'm really low on prayer. I'm actually just going to use the twisted bow, just so I can try to ensure this kill. Alright, here we go. Gotta switch the ammo back. I'll leave preserve off to save a little bit of prayer. Let me see if I can flick while doing this, just to up the challenge even further. It's not going to be really that good, but like maybe it can kind of be okay. Wow, I hit a 70 there. I mean, I could kind of do it. Like, it's not terrible. Like, it's not as good. I'm not flicking perfectly. It's still draining my prayer, but it's not quite as bad as it could be. Wow, that was like a 5-hit kill or something. The twisted bow is so good for Sarah. This is like literally its best use in the game for sure. I don't think I'm totally incapable of doing the one-tick flicking either with my left hand. Let me see. Yeah, it's not too bad. But if I start talking, I'm probably going to start messing it up. See, like right there. But I can do it. But I just really don't prefer to do that very often. The altar is like almost ready, but not quite. That was a little late, I think. It was either late or just on time. Wow, that's a good hit. Holy crap, these hits, it's almost dead. Yeah, you could do this with your teeth, with your twisted bow. It's easy. But Rune Crossbow is a little bit harder, or way harder. Okay, here we go. Nice hit there. This boss is like designed for a twisted bow because it's high magic, weak to range. It's designed to be ranged, really. I can't, you know, I'm gonna die. I have to go. Wow, that did not actually go too bad at all. I got 9 kills, as you can see here in the runelight thingy there. And most of those were with the Rune Crossbow as well, so it's not like I had it easy mode. I guess if there are any takeaways from this video is that most people think that they are limited in some way, but you can actually break these limitations quite easily. I figured that there was no way I'd be able to do something like Saradomin playing left-handed, you know, I would just have to stick to skilling and all that, but wow, I was able to do that pretty easily. It was not super easy. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes in the process, but I was able to do it, and that was my very first try, so imagine if I practiced this very often. I think I could actually do it pretty reliably, so don't be someone who puts limitations on yourself. Try new things and see what you're capable of. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video and if you want me to try doing other things left-handed, maybe PKing or something, or someday maybe I'll even try the Inferno. That might be a little tough, but I think I'm capable of it. Maybe I can also get some sort of hand cam set up for next video so you can actually see my mouse live. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Otherwise, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. That really helps out the channel. And subscribe with the bell and notifications if you haven't already. You can see my new videos with notifications every Tuesday. You can join my clan chat, AndrewAJT62. We do PVM in there all the time. You can also join my Discord. Even if you can't join the clan chat, we do a lot of PVM, raids, and things like that as well. Even if you just want to come in either of those and hang out or chat or even post pictures of your loot and stuff in the Discord, that's always welcome. You can follow me on Twitter down below for updates, and I'll follow you back if you play RS. You can follow me on Twitch down below for occasional bossing live streams. I think I want to plan another one of those pretty soon. If you want to see how I got my Sarah pet and my reaction to getting it, you can check out that video in the end screen. And lastly, you can support the channel on Patreon with the link in the end screen if you're feeling generous. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next Tuesday.